essay is the most difficult part of the mains examination. And the exam starts with this paper. Why is it most difficult? Because it is not amenable to any simple preparation. For example, see this 2025 essay paper. Truth knows no color. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Our best learned lessons are learned through bitter experience. Our the years teach much which the days never know. So, what are all these things? You can't write from the topics that you study in polity, economy, history, or culture, international relations. So, your general preparation doesn't match with these essay topics. Good thing is that you just need to write only one essay from each section, so 1 out of 4. So you may be able to identify one or two topics. But students have a problem that even if they have some idea of a topic, for example, contentment is natural wealth and luxury is poverty. One may be able to say something about this, but often students will not have enough to write on it. Student is expected to spend 1.5 hours on each essay and writing 1000 to 1200 words each. So student may have some idea, but usually that is not adequate. So he writes something and then he repeats and then again repeats. So he goes like that. So what we are trying to do in an essay course is we try to list some topics around which the student should be clear. That's the first thing. But once we list the topics, how should one study? I find you can't really study much from topic wise. Information is not organized along topics. So what I did is that convert these topics into certain people. So for example, Steve Jobs, Neem Karoli Baba, Buddha, Krishnamurti, Bill Gates, Nietzsche, Damasio, Muhammad. So I listed some people, study of whom you will have an idea of the concepts and the issues. So this is how I listed persons and the concepts. So if you do a person from these concepts, then, and I also have done in a way that you have a complete story, particularly on psychological and spiritual and historical aspects of what is going on. I converted topics into some personalities, which means some lessons, and then I'm going to complete the course in around 12 to 13 lectures. So in this way, you will have confidence, and you will be able to link any topic with certain concepts and with examples of certain persons. And then the course will also we'll have sessions every day, 5 to 8 p.m. Half the session is my lecture and another half group discussions. And throughout the course, you will have 150-word assignments and then 3-hour test at the end of the course, followed by test discussion and individualized feedback. So this is a crisp and at the same time complete essay course. And this is starting from May 29th. And the course will be over by the time you get the results. So don't wait for the results. Complete this course.